Here we are. I'm Emma. I'm a sophomore.
I'm Josh. I'm a senior.
I'm Jack. I'm a sophomore.
I'm Nate. I'm also a sophomore.
I'm Dustin. I'm a junior.
And that's our mentor, Jamie. A personal connection. My sister is a freshman at University of Minnesota, and I was really close to her before she left. So I know she started missing our family and like our dog and our cat, and so me and my mom started making care packages for her. This got really time consuming, so we looked up some other options. Other options online they didn't feel very personal. It was just a bag of snacks, and that was an issue for us. The problem. Homemade care packages, while they're homey, they take a lot of time. And if you look online, all of them are just not good enough. They don't have the homey feeling.
Students also miss the feeling of home in general, and also students need food and supplies. So that's where the idea of care packages comes in. So other care package companies, they'll send stress balls or lotion or Ziploc bags or Purell or chips or fidget toys or, I don't know, something like gift cards. But no care package company out there sends the feeling of home. And that's what we're trying to do.
So our competitors, here are a few that we have that we compete against. None of them include a combination of making it custom, none of them make it affordable, and none of them make it a one-time and a care package subscription package.
So this is a rough estimation of what our box might look like. The box is actually back there. So some of the stuff that we'll put in the stress toys, we'll put in the chips, the snacks, but we include that feeling of home. So for example, in Chicago, we might send Garrett's popcorn. We're going to allow parents to send in family photos that we will frame, or personal notes that they can write out and attach to specific products. And we also will send monthly themed items, like in March we're going to send out St. Patrick's Day themed items.
So this is a mock-up of what our website will look like. This is the featured page where we show customers what some of the products are going to be from the next month. Many of the products will change every month, so each customer will be getting a new experience for every box and every month. This is a mock-up of what our shop will look like. This is open to change, but this is what we have right now.
So our early adopters are parents of college students here at GBN, because this is where we're basically starting. And then our target buyers are families of those students that are in college. And then our target users are the college students themselves. We've conducted a total of 115 interviews, 54 parents and 61 students, and we did that over phone interviews and right here at GBN at sporting events. And we also went to 2 temples.
Okay, so we've met with 2 temples, BJDE and North Shore Congregation. Both of them basically said to us the same thing, that they already do something similar through their sisterhood. So we and they also said that our price point was a little bit too high. So from that, we were able to adjust our plans from partnering with temples to now trying to get involved with the Booster Club at GBN.
They also don't want to outsource their work, meaning we do it as a company instead of they have volunteers that do it, or they have like a session that does it at their temp.
Alright, so this is from the parent interviews, and 89% of the people that we interviewed said that they would be interested in using a business like us. That sends the homey feeling.
A quote is that one woman that we interviewed here at one of the games said, "I love the fact that it contains things from the community, so like the family pictures or like the Garrett's popcorn, things that give that personalization and that homey feel."
At the very end of the interview, we asked how much they would willingly pay for the box, and on average they said that they would pay roughly $36 to $40 depending on what was in the box.
So this is the explanation. This is what our cost would look like for a one-time box, not the subscription. So our components at retail price would cost $25. Eventually we want to work with wholesalers to get it in like bigger bulks for less money. But since we're going to have so many products right now from so many different manufacturers and sellers, it's kind of tough to do that right now. So our shipping, labor, and packaging would be $15, and the markup is 12.5%. And utilizing cost plus pricing, where we just add the cost of goods sold plus the markup, it's going to be at $44.99. Because we're not looking to make a huge profit right now, we're more looking to test our minimal viable product. So some of our pricing risks are that customers who see other care packages that are way cheaper but may send like 15 bags of chips are they could see that like just viscerally and value it more than the quality that we send at Boxable. So that could be a risk, and that's also that's helped by the pricing research, which has dictated that customers want a little less price for what we're pricing it at $44.99. Customers are saying about $36 to $40. This is our TAM. If we add the number of summer campers plus the college students, which are our main target market, plus the number of soldiers in the U.S. Army, it's going to be about 36.6 million people. Yeah, million people, and $1.8 billion. And that's our entire TAM, which the summer campers and the soldiers are two, different industries that we can possibly go into. Our main target market, however, is the college students. Our SAM is adding the college students that live away from home, plus the percent of college students in Illinois out of all the college students in the U.S., because that's where we're starting. That's going to be 408,000 people and $102 million.
So the market assumption risks. Students that stay at home and attend a community college would not benefit from our product because they're staying at home with their parents and there's no need to send a care package since they're staying at home. Same thing goes for students that go online schools. They're staying at home with their parents still, and it would not benefit them. For the military and campers, we would love to reach our goal with this for our future, for our company to grow, because it's a huge validation, and I feel like our company can make a statement with that.
Request for funding. So we're requesting $100 for Facebook ads. We're going through Facebook because mostly our buyers are on Facebook, which is the college parents. It's about 27 cents per click, and we're estimating like 370 clicks. We think that's appropriate for our reach. And then initial inventory would be about $250. That's the stuff that's inside the box and the box itself.
So we expect there to be a high turnover rate in the Facebook advertisements because many parents haven't been exposed to this idea of buying care packages. In the interviews, just personally, not really on our list of things to say, we've asked, and many parents are like, oh yeah, that's a good idea, meaning that maybe they haven't been exposed to it. So when they see something like this on Facebook, they might like automatically just click on it, so and then buy it because they haven't been exposed to something like this before.
Okay, so this is our timeline for the MVP. So we're gonna very, very soon, we're gonna partner with the Booster Club to try and get those initial customers. We're then going to go into the Facebook advertisements to try and build up that customer base. After we get that customer base, we'll send out emails asking for orders for the upcoming month of March. Once they pre-order, we'll use the money from that to buy our inventory. And then once the inventory comes in, we'll start assembling boxes. And then on the 7th of March, we will send out the boxes so they arrive at their destination on the 17th, which is St. Patrick's Day.
This is our BMC we passed out earlier, so you can refer to it. Thank you for your time. Are there any questions?
Just a couple of things. Great presentation, by the way. Very well done. Excellent emotional connection. Something to think about, and just curious on how you came up with the name Boxable.
Well, like we said, like the summer campers or the military. So we want to, make it broad. And the name Boxable, I mean, it's kind of abstract, and it embodies like the ability for us to put something in a box and send it out, and kind of like revolutionize how that works.
So just something to think about, just coming from a consumer products company. The way you propose your offer it's all about personal connection, emotion, care. And your company name, relatively are at two ends of the spectrum. Boxable is, as you said, abstract, potentially generic is the term I would have used. And you're talking about care and personal connection. You might want to think about, whether you include the word care or figure out some bit. Try to capture that in the name of the company, because otherwise it can get very generic. So it's just from a marketing standpoint, you want to think about that.
Okay, thank you.
That really, that was one thing. And the other piece is, as you talked about personal connection with the consumers, just curious, how would you learn more about the individual, right, that you're going to, because the subscription is signed potentially by the person who's sending the stuff, right, not the person who's receiving it. But you want to know more about the individual to know what to include, unless you're going to require the person. If I'm sending it to my daughter, I'm supposed to be one deciding, all you're doing is providing the services to put it. But if you're going to participate in actually selecting, hey, what might be relevant, then you need to know who's going to receive it, what is the feedback, right? How are you going to gather that information? What are you going to see? Is that something you guys have thought of?
Yeah.